I'm here with Graham Herbst with the Nebraska Forest Service. And Graham, we're really interested in and very concerned about the long-term effects of the flooding from the Missouri River. It's going to have a big impact on a lot of landscapes up and down the river.
Well, obviously the trees that establish themselves along the banks of the river are adapting and getting along with the flooding a little bit better at this stage. There's a lot of green trees still out there that have been sitting in flooded water for a number of weeks. There's also a number of invasive species that are less adapted to that sort of thing, and interestingly enough are declining a little more rapidly. So aside from species itself though, there's also other factors involved as far as the lay of the land, how much of the root system is flooded, the age of the tree as well is a big factor. You have a lot more decline in young trees and really old trees, whereas the ones that are just getting into maturity are having a little bit better time with things and they're running more efficiently without the oxygen that they need so much.
The two parts of the tree that we're focusing on are the roots and the trunks. And tell me why we're interested in both.
Well, the flooding is bringing a lot of debris downstream that's damaging trunks and opening wounds up that allow decay, fungi, and bacteria in to begin that rotting process. As far as root damage goes, we're looking at a very anaerobic situation where there's no oxygen or very little oxygen, and that's going to be conducive with decay as well as impacting the structural integrity of the soil that the tree is rooting itself into and allowing it to stay upright.
Now, Graham, as homeowners look at trees that are on their property, what are going to be some of the first symptoms? Because it may not be completely obvious at first. What are the first symptoms they're going to look for to see whether they're going to expect damage from a flood-damaged tree?
Well, you're going to see a decline in the canopy, leaves dropping and branches dying back. Sometimes that can be a sign of decline that a tree will snap back from, and other times that's going to be a sign of the tree starting to die altogether. As far as the structural failure of the tree itself, we're going to look for heaving on the ground on the opposite side of the lean of the tree. And lots of times that will be accompanied with cracking in the soil as well, and you might see a few surface roots starting to pop up out of the ground.
Well, this isn't going to go away anytime soon, Graham, so we need to be thinking about the future. Where can the viewers go to get more information?
The Nebraska Forest Service website, the Nebraska Arborist Association, and the International Society of Arboriculture are great resources for information about flooding and trees. And getting a certified arborist on site to do the best they can at evaluating the safety of your site is ideal.
Very good.